Chapter 12, Mishnah 6. The Mishnah continues with another case involving beams. If a beam is placed from one wall to another, that is, a beam extends across the space between two parallel walls, and there is tuma, such as a piece of corpse beneath it, the law is as follows. If the beam is a tefach wide, it forms an ohel. Thus, it causes tuma to spread beneath all of it. But if the beam is not a tefach wide, in which case it does not form an ohel, then if the piece of corpse is below the beam, the tuma penetrates the beam and rises to the sky, contaminating items that are directly above it. And if the piece of corpse is above the beam, the tuma penetrates the beam and descends, contaminating items that are directly below it. Since these laws depend on whether the beam is a tefach wide, we must know how to measure the width of a beam. The Mishnah teaches how to calculate a beam's width when we know only the beam's perimeter, the measurement around its cross-section, and not its width. How long must a beam's perimeter be for it to have the width of a tefach? If the beam is round, i.e., it has the shape of a cylinder, its perimeter must be 3 tefachim. This calculation is based on the legal rule that the perimeter circumference of a circle is considered to be 3 times its width, diameter. Thus, if the perimeter of a round beam is 3 tefachim, its width is said to be 1 tefach, which is the minimum for an ohel. If the beam is square, its perimeter must be 4 tefachim for it to have the width of a tefach. This is because the perimeter of a square is a quarter longer than the perimeter of a circle. That is, when a circle is inscribed within a square, the perimeter of the circle is a quarter less than the perimeter of the square. For example, if the square's perimeter is 4 tefachim, the circle's perimeter, which is shorter by a quarter, is 3 tefachim. We also say that the perimeter of a circle is 3 times its width, as the Mishnah stated above. Therefore, if the perimeter of a square beam is 4 tefachim, the perimeter of the circle inscribed within it, a quarter less, is 3 tefachim. And the width of that circle, 1/3 of the perimeter, is 1 tefach. Thus, for a square beam to be a tefach wide, it must have a perimeter of 4 tefachim.